Hello friends, it's Dr. John WorldPeace. It's about 3:45 Mountain Time, July 31st, and I want to talk a little bit about voter interference from the Russians, Mitch McConnell, Mueller's report, and Trump. The acts of these guys, not Mueller, but Mitch McConnell and Trump, to try not to increase the election security is a traitorous act. This is especially so after Mueller stated that the Russian interference in 2016 was significant and that work continues on. There have been other articles out that the Chinese and the Iranians are also following suit. They're doing exactly what the Russians did. Trump has shown no interest in an all-out effort to make sure nobody tinkers with a single vote. We even had Trump requesting the Russians' help with the Hillary emails. When Mueller said that the Russians are interfering and Trump and McConnell refused to put max effort out to stop the interference, that seems to be a conspiracy between the Russians, Trump, and McConnell. And that undeniably makes Trump and McConnell traitors. And if evidence comes out that the Russians have made a significant manipulation of the vote in 2020, then Trump and McConnell need to be charged and brought to trial as traitors, with the potential penalty being death. That's the penalty for traitors. There could be no doubt they openly were conspiring with the Russians if the Russians are interfering again in 2020, as well as the Chinese and Iranians and our other enemies. There's another voting issue that's not really new. Trump and McConnell fully understand the manipulation of the vote to keep blacks in the South and other parts of the United States like Detroit, Cleveland, and so forth from voting. The fact that there are electronic voting machines out there without a paper trail backup is unbelievable evidence that the vote is being manipulated. Recounts are virtually impossible without a paper trail, without the paper ballot. Any electronic voting machine can be hacked. We know that. If they can hack AT&T and these other giant companies, they can hack anything. The people that are building the machines are going to school with the people that are hacking them. The theory is taught in college and it's applied. We need to use these machines to speed up the counting of the votes, no doubt. But if something happens, we need a paper ballot to back it up. We can't go back to just hand counting all these paper ballots. We need to use the efficiency of the machine. But if the vote is close, or if the vote looks skewed in some way, there's no place to go without a paper ballot. And these people like McConnell and Trump, they know that. And the people that are trying to keep the blacks from voting and the minorities from voting, they know that. There must be a federal voting system put in place. All the federal elections need to follow a certain voting standard with a certain voting machine. Now, if the states want to do something else with the local and the statewide offices, fine. But not the federal vote. We need a system that's the same in all 50 states. I think everyone is astounded at how vulnerable American democracy is when you have a president that acts like a dictator, a traitor. The amount of democratic deconstruction that Trump has done since he's been in office is mind-boggling. The structure of American democracy is far more fragile than anyone ever thought. One final point, there are fewer Republicans than Democrats, yet the Republicans stay in power through the electoral college, gerrymandering, incredible money spent to manipulate opinions and the ownership of the news by the rich Republicans, not to mention the undermining of public education by the Republicans and the packing of the court with Republican judges. Is there anybody that thinks that Fox News isn't owned by Trump? Not stock ownership, but they're in his pocket. And he's in their pocket. All these things are necessary because on a level playing field, the Democratic majority of voters would actually achieve equal rights. And the racism of Republicans would be severely undermined. The problem now confronting American democracy after 240 years is very worrisome. 2020 will be a watershed moment for American democracy. If Trump wins, he will mount a full-on attack against American democracy. In the last year, Trump has allowed his racism to show with little concern about it costing him any votes among his supporters. America is under siege by its president and Mitch McConnell and the Republican Party. No true American can deny it. This is Dr. John WorldPeace. Thanks for your consideration. Have a nice day.